Live on the spot. Looking back over the years, it became apparent that almost every battle had something different than the previous one. We were constantly trying to innovate and raise the bar. And being that we didn't have a measuring stick to compare ourselves to, or an event that we could directly pattern ourselves after, we were basically going through trial and error, trying to figure out the terrain as we went along. This is what eventually led us to incorporating the live element of the battle, where producers would be sanctioned with the task of making a beat live on the spot. During the preliminary rounds, producers would still play their pre-selected beats from a CD. But once we were down to the 2 finalists in each category, they would have to show and prove that they could produce a dope track live in front of the crowd. The layout of the venue made it a little difficult to present this aspect of the battle because it was kind of a lower tier to the side of the main floor where a crowd of people surrounded the 2 finalist producers while they had 15 minutes to produce some fire. This was also a way to ensure that producers weren't stealing beats and misrepresenting them as their own. As our usual motto has been to have the producers bring their pre-selected beats on a CD, we would often hear spectators and critics say that it would be better, or at least interesting, if the producers made the beats live on the spot. So we gave it a try. In hindsight, there was no real entertainment in watching a producer make a beat live, especially if it's a software producer, as opposed to a hardware producer, where you at least get to see them banging on some drum pads, chopping samples, or messing around with a keyboard. However, as technology was changing so quickly, there was an influx of new producers who were only familiar with software. Unfortunately, we misplaced the official list of all the producers who participated in this second edition of Battle of the Beatmakers.